In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 3 best projects that I truly believe that are about to come out of Duckstarter's IDO launchpad and why I think they have the best potential to moon the hardest. So without further ado, let's go bank that coin. It's the crypto lifestyle, baby! Welcome back to yet another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Francis, and on this channel, we emphasize the importance of crypto mass adoption, decentralization, and other Bitcoin-related stuff that could bank us coin. So if you want to learn more, do that by subscribing and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, coming back at you once again with yet another Duckstarter / DuckDAO / Duck Farm update. But we're actually going to be focusing on Duckstarter in this episode this week, all right? So let's get right to it. What was the latest that came out of Duckstarter, right? So we're looking at Cash.tech, we're looking at Dora Factory, Impulse Van, Ethbox, Deeper, Cook, all of that good stuff, all of these really cool projects here. But we're actually going to take a look at the one that just finished, which was the Polka Foundry, okay? Now, Polka Foundry did a price of, what was it on the actual IDO? It is somewhere here, and we're going to see that right here. So price per token was 10 cents per PKF. This token is currently trading right now at $1.61. If we take that $1.61 divided by 10 cents, that's very easy math, right? We're gonna get some nice gainers of 16.1x. Very, very, very good stuff here. That's a really good performing, token going into the market if you even got in on the IDO price. We're not even talking about the pre-sale. And in this video, we're going to be talking about all of these IDOs. Now, a lot of people are telling me, hey, TCL, what do you think is going to be the best gainer? And I just gave you guys a glimpse of 3 of the projects out of this bunch here that's going to perform very, very well. I'm going to tell you guys why, okay? So the first one we're actually going to look at, if I take this off here, is Ethbox, guys. I love this freaking project, okay? So check it out. Never lose funds due to a wrong transaction address again. Now, how many people here could say that how they sent funds to a wrong address, whether you didn't copy and paste it right, or whether you sent it to a contract address? A buddy of mine's actually hit me up yesterday telling me that he did that, okay? Real talk. But we're not going to get into the details of that. But this does happen more often than not. However, Ethbox has some really cool things attached to it outside of just that one use case or that service that they provide. And this is a solid project, guys. I really love what they're doing here. So let's actually just break down this side of things here. Okay, let's just call it 1 million. That's their hard cap. That's a very low market cap or hard cap entering the market. And mind you, that's just how much they're raising. That's just a hard cap, okay? So we got a very small size, decent size market cap going into the markets, okay? That's number 1. But let's actually scroll up here and let's read this, okay? If we look at this, the token's utility, it's not just one thing or 2 things. It has a number of different things here. So check this out. They have a deflationary aspect to this token, guaranteed by buying back and burning part of the generated fee. Okay, we know what that does. That maintains healthy token price straight up. So if you got into Ethbox, congratulations. If you're looking to get into Ethbox, you still have got a chance to do that when this is announced on, when is it, in 8 days. Let's head back over here. Reduces service cost fee for all Ethbox services by holding Ethbox tokens. So that's another sort of use case that they got, right? Again, as I just alluded to, it's not just one. They got a multiple of different use cases, so people ain't going to get bored, right? And it holds more value to the token if it can do a lot more than just 1 or 2 things. And obviously, we got the traditional staking, generates passive income for Ethbox holders for 4 years following token generation. Really cool. A regular payout of profit share to Ethbox token holders. So if you're just holding the damn token, you're going to get some sort of profit share as well, as they just stated here. And obviously we got the governance side of things. Now I believe if we just looked at that, if we scroll up here, there are some really badass features to this service that they're providing outside of just, if you sent it to a wrong address. So let's just read this line here. Sending funds through Ethbox disrupts the chain of transparently trackable blockchain transactions, thereby obfuscating their origin and destination. For situations where discretion is required, users have the option of wrapping Ethbox transactions with an additional layer of privacy. for a small increase in service fee. When using this added privacy feature, both sender and recipient addresses are encrypted locally on users' computers. No clear text addresses are ever transmitted into the internet or stored on chain, and users may remain anonymous to each other. Any attempt to reconstruct added privacy transactions between Ethbox users becomes tremendous effort, if not impossible, guys. So now they added this extra layer of, let's call it, privacy. And we all know I am an advocate of privacy, and I think everyone should, right? You should be allowed to have a certain, level of privacy and discretion, and that's exactly what Ethbox is doing here. Now, we look at the use case, we look at the hard cap, we look at the actual, multi-functions that it has. In my humble opinion, this is going to moon, all right? Service fee structure, and they go, they break it down for us here. And again, this is not a video on Ethbox. I most certainly will be making a separate video on that. So let me just save that content for that video. And, maybe I could get one of these guys onto the program as well, right? Onto the live stream interviews. That'd be pretty cool. But, if you're holding some DDIMs and some ducks, there are some discounts involved there as well, guys. Okay, so more to come from me in regards to Ethbox. Do be on the lookout for that. This project, in my humble opinion, is going to be profitable. Okay, you can bet your bottom dollar on that. You guys know how we do it on this channel. We don't say things because it sounds cute. We say shit because we mean it. And it comes to fruition more often than not, if not 99.9% of the time. All right, so moving on. Oh yeah, and by the way, if we look at this market cap of just 1 million, guys, look where that sits here. Dude, check this out. I see them doing 15 to 25x, okay, out of the gates. We're talking about within the first week or two, okay, or less. That's what I'm predicting Ethbox to do, all right? So if we come down here now, that's actually going to put them in the range of about here, right? Well, much more than that. This is 11 million market cap, so let's go down more, all right? So I am saying that Ethbox is going to be somewhere in this range right here. Number 700 crypto market capitalization, a little bit lower, right? Because I said 15x. If it's a 1 million hard cap, 15x is going to be 15 million, okay? But I'm saying 15 million to 25 million. So anywhere from, say, like 780 market capitalization all the way up to here, okay? To all here. Anywhere here, we're going to see them sitting. 24 million market capitalization is where I'm going to see the ceiling within the next, 2 weeks of them being live. So anywhere from 15 million to 25 million. Let's see what happens. So essentially, I'm saying it's going to be a 15xer to a 25xer. Okay, cool. Moving on to the next one. I mean, like, hey, I don't got nothing against Cash Tech or Dora Factory. I'm sure they'll do well, but I'm just trying to show you guys the ones that I think are going to do well. And we're talking about these three here. Let's just say it's tic-tac-toe, all right? Ethbox, Deeper, and Cook. And speaking of Cook, let's see why I like this one. So Cook describes themselves as a decentralized asset management platform, okay? As we scroll down here, the Cook protocol is a completely decentralized cross-chain asset management platform built for investors and professional asset managers to unlock an entirely new universe of DeFi, innovations, okay? So the features, Cook protocol will tap into, you guys probably can't see that, but Cook protocol will tap into crypto asset management market, which is currently valued at hundreds of billions of dollars and is growing exponentially. Cook protocol allows investors to select appropriate investment choices provided by fund managers. We provide investors with a sleek and straightforward interface and fund managers with powerful trading tools. Okay, guys? Investors, asset managers, and all that. So essentially, you could think of it as somewhere like, a lot of people, they got a day job and they want to invest into crypto. As you guys know, this is a very fast-paced industry. And if you got a full-time job, crypto is like 2 full-time jobs. So it's going to be unsustainable for the average Joe who's working, 8 to 10 hours a day to really control their portfolio, okay? Cook is telling you, hey, well, we're going to take care of all of that for you with our people and our services, okay? Furthermore, check out the team. Let's check this out. So majority of the supply, 60%, is held for mining, okay? Part of the tokens is reserved for mining rewards. Well, most of the tokens is what they should have said. And what does that mean? There's going to be slow release, so there's not many circulating, all right, guys? And as we scroll down here, we see early community 10%. Tokens reserved for a private sale to early community members willing to contribute to our ecosystem. That's a very small amount. So now you got 60% that's going to be slowly released in the form of mining. So people are going to have to earn those tokens. And even if you could have bought it into the pre-sale or the private sale, whatever you want to call it, it's only 10% that were given out. So these tokens are valued, right? They value these tokens because there's not going to be a lot of them circulating. All right. That's point number 2. Now, as we scroll down here to point number 3, we're going to talk about the team, and they got a very impressive team, starting with CEO Adrian Peng. Graduated from UC Berkeley with 4 years of experience into blockchain space, early investor in crypto projects including Ethereum, Polkadot, Filecoin, tech lead at Google and Oracle, guys. Massive shit. Enough said. I'm to speak any further there. Cage Chen, CTO, top 1% graduate from Carnegie Mellon University and a Silicon Valley engineering veteran, lead engineer at several top Silicon Valley companies such as Dropbox. Remember Dropbox? When you want to send like large files, you could just use Dropbox. And C3AI currently serves as tech lead on front end and back end development. Okay, guys, let's go to KP Peng, strategy lead, engineering school graduate, product management from United Technologies Corporation. He's fluent in 6 languages, has successfully delivered multiple large-scale projects in both corporate America and startups, 4 years experience in blockchain space, guys. It gets crazier here. We have this guy, Mattis Dominguez, CMO, graduated from Macquarie University, 5+ years of experience in marketing. They got a guy somewhere. Where is he, man? This guy's from like YouTube or something. I think, is it him here? Yeah, this is him. So Ace Yen, COO, UPenn CS graduate, product manager from YouTube. Big stuff here. Okay, 5+ years of experience in technology operations, very familiar with the operations in big tech companies and high growth startups. Well, obviously you are if you're coming from YouTube, man. That's crazy. And it really goes on and on and on here, man. So we got people that are highly intelligent, that has a tremendous amount of experience, and their credentials are top notch, as you just heard and saw for yourself. Okay, so we got a great team. We got slow token release. They're scarce to get. 10% is only for the private sale, for the community that's going to be contributing. So if you could get your hands on this IDO, man, well, hey, all the power in the world to you. And there's one last thing I want to mention. The game theory behind the token release for those who got into the private sale or the pre-sale, what's happening there is they have a very unique strategy in how they're going to be releasing tokens. It's not going to be something where it's like, you get 20% at launch, 20%, the next month or the next month, nothing like that. They're doing it by a price point. So if the token reaches, let's just say, I don't know, 40 cents, private investors or pre-sale investors will get a small percentage release then. It hits another price, another small percentage. So the game theory there is very unique. And there's a project, I think it was Radix, that did the same thing. And that did really, really well too. Okay, so this is my second one out of this list here, which, I mean, they all would do well, as I showed you guys with Polka Foundry, how it did well, right? But which ones are going to do the best? And in my humble opinion, out of this bunch here that will all do well, Ethbox, Cook, and last but not least, Deeper Network, boy. Let's get right to that one. You guys know I'm super bullish on Deeper Network. Okay, so where do we begin, man? Like, I'm super excited about Deeper Network, right? So Deeper Network, guys, if you don't know, I've covered them already, okay? They are a substrate builders program project, a Web3 grant project, which means Gavin Wood, the inventor of the Polkadot network, has certified this project for meeting milestones. It's essentially equivalent to a kid in university receiving a scholarship, a kid in high school receiving a scholarship to, say, I don't know, Princeton or, Columbia, one of those like, Ivy League schools, okay? They got a grant. Let's just say they got a scholarship. Okay, cool. So they're certified by Gavin Wood himself. Now, their product is actually a decentralized private network, okay? It's a physical product that they already been selling. They've been selling this in Best Buy Canada, by the way, and they're on, I think, like their 4th or 5th model. So it's not like if they're trying to figure things out. They have already figured things out. They've already been certified by Gavin Wood, and they're coming to the market with their 4th model edition, okay? So what really sold it for me is what, right? As I just alluded to, so they got a number of different models. You see the family model here. It's a physical router that you connect, to your computer, install in your house. and it's essentially going to do these things right here. So a blockchain-powered all-in-one solution that provides true internet freedom and enhanced security and frictionless user experience. They got a video here as well, an efficient mining rig for DPR tokens. So not only is this going to give you one of the most safest, if not the safest way to hide your location and your IP, right? Because it's in a decentralized way, right? This is a physical product, okay? The product actually has, that's the best layer of security. It's not just a software like we're normally used to with these VPNs, but it's also a physical one where you can mine the tokens and reap the rewards and the benefits of blocking your your IP rather, in a fully decentralized way. Okay, those other VPNs are centralized still, and from the most part, they're just a software. Okay, that's badass right there. Okay, now who is the team behind this? The team is actually Chinese. And what do people use in China, ladies and gentlemen? As I showed you guys in my last video, the statistic presents the online markets with the highest VPN usage penetration as of the second quarter of 2017. During the survey period, it was found that 31% of internet users in China had used a virtual VPN network. And as I said in my first video I did on Deeper Network, what is the population in China? It's infinity. And what is 31% of infinity? It's infinity, okay? So there's a shit ton of people that's waiting to use this device, okay? And they got their use cases and all of that stuff. As I said, you can rent out your bandwidth. You could also mine these tokens, okay? So it's another slow release. I believe it's 60% of the tokens are going to be released very slowly. Okay, if you're lucky enough to get into the pre-sale, which we covered, and also ducked out, if you're lucky enough to get into this IDO, then I think you're going to see some immense gains. And I ain't talking crap, all right? They're also going to be launching on pools as well. So you got that 1-2 hit combo right there on the IDOs. This is going to be a massive, massive, massive success, guys. I highly recommend you get your butt over and ducked out. Get some duck tokens, stake those bad boys, and try to snipe these three right here. You know, and if you can't, you still got some other options as well. Dora Factory, this collateral one looks real interesting too. You know, maybe I'll cover that in another week when they get closer to the actual whitelisting, when that's open. And you could actually whitelist right now for Cash Tech, for Dora, for Impulse Ven. So you know what? They ain't really much left to say other than, till the next video, you're on your own, brah. Later.